Welcome to the Purpose and Direction podcast. This is episode 4. I'm Ambassador Willie X. Hurst. I'm excited about this episode. We want to thank everybody who has supported us thus far. New time viewers, please hit that subscriber button and the notification bell so you can be alerted when we have upcoming podcasts. We're just excited about how things have been going, and we're looking forward to a bright future, and you are part of that. I'm going to kick you over to my cohort and let him introduce today's show, and sit back, put your seatbelts on, and get ready.
Byron Brown, and the most important moment in your life is right now.
Come on, yeah.
Would like to shout out one of our loyal viewers, Renee. Hi, Renee. In the recent past, I went through a very, very traumatic situation, and Willie and I thought that to talk about adversity would be a good topic for today's episode 4. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You guys have been awfully stingy. The subscribe button is free. Make sure you hit it. Go ahead.
That's right. Adversity, that's a powerful word, and it's something that's inevitable, and it's something that we all have to deal with. I remember Mike Tyson had a great quote. He said, everybody has a plan when they come into the fight until they get punched. And when the adversity comes, then the rubber meets the road. So since we're all going to deal with it, I think that's a great topic to give people some direction and to help them to be able to navigate and overcome the adversities and challenges in their life.
Absolutely. I believe we all will face adversity at some point in our life. But if you pay attention, take a closer look at it, it is there to help you. No one grows through their comfort zone. Mm-hmm. I look at it like this. Some of my worst situations, when I look back, have been some of my greatest lessons, and it has brought me to the point where I'm at now. Without those so-called bad situations, I would have never gotten to this point, and I love this point now.
That's awesome. And like you said, you find out a lot about yourself when you go through adversity. You actually find out a lot about the people that are around you when you go through adversity, and those past triumphs help you to be able to navigate the future and the current adversities that you face. And also, it like you said, it built your strength and it made you a better person.
Right. So what I would suggest is, what I try to do now is, when those situations arise, try to look at it as a tool, as a stepping stone to go deeper, to find you. Try to keep the mind out of it, and what I'm saying is, a lot of times it's not the situation, it's what we're telling ourselves about the situation, which is what causes more suffering. So my challenge to you would be to take out the narrative and let the situation stand alone, and see if that helps to make it better.
That's good.
And where you can grow from there.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Because sometimes when you focus on what you're dealing with, you make it bigger than it really is a lot of times. And sometimes it's something that it's a lot of times when you finally stop and look at everything in a whole, it's not as big as what you thought it was. And it's something that you're going to go through. It's something you don't have to set up your camp, your tent, and stay there, but it's something that you're going through, and there's an end to what you're dealing with.
Absolutely. You realize that all things passes. So now what I start to do is I come to realize that some of the worst situations we worry about, is this going to happen? If that's going to happen? Mm-hmm. But listen, sometimes if that does happen, it turns out to be the best thing that ever happened. Mm-hmm. So why worry about it in the first place? Back to this, make sure you take a close look at it and try to find a way to use it to get to the next level.
That's it. That's it. And a lot of times, I remember one time it was a situation, an employment situation that it messed up. And it seemed like that was an adverse time. It was something I was dealing with. But it ended up actually being a setup for a better opportunity down the road. A lot of times, sometimes that what you think is to tear you up is actually a setup and is making you go in a different direction or making you stop and pause and look at maybe the direction I was going in isn't the direction that was for me. And then you start to look at different opportunities.
Absolutely.
And sometimes those things happen for a reason.
So, in closing, I'm going to issue a challenge. The challenge is when the next adverse situation or troubling situation arises, let's try to take out the narrative. Don't tell yourself whether this is bad, this is good. Let the situation stand alone. See will that help. Let's try that for a week. If it does not help, go back to telling yourself all those different stories. Hit the subscribe button. Like I said, you guys been stingy on the subscribe button. It's free. See you next week.